Now we are talking about the Google Pixel 6 release date, price, Tensor chip, specs, and rumored news. The Google Pixel 6 will be available shortly. Despite the fact that competitor firms are also releasing phones during this time frame, the Pixel 6 is likely to be the one to watch since it represents a significant shift in how Google designs its phones. The Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, yes, two models, promise to alter everything we know about Google's phones. While there are a few unknowns, what has been verified and speculated is fascinating. The most notable innovation is a new system-on-chip dubbed Tensor, which is intended to equip the Pixel 6 series with a slew of hitherto unseen AI capabilities. Here is everything we know so far about the Pixel 6 release date, pricing, specifications, and features, as well as what we want to see from Google's next phone. Google Pixel 6 Tensor chip. The Google Pixel 6 will include a proprietary Tensor chip and will be available in two variants, Standard and Pro. The new Tensor SoC, which is heavily focused on AI and machine learning, is the Google Pixel 6's standout feature. The Tensor processing unit, for example, might take a fuzzy picture of a toddler and sharpen the child's face. The TPU would detect that the distorted picture is a face and make the appropriate corrections. Furthermore, the Pixel 6 can enhance video using AI and computational photography. For example, while photographing a sunset, the Pixel may 6 modify the white balance and boost the dynamic range automatically. When using speech-to-text, the TPU allows you to change words on the keyboard while speaking, and the speech-to-text is extremely fast. These are just a few of the capabilities of Tensor. The features listed above appear or are heavily implied in a new Google Pixel 6 advertisement, which teases sophisticated translation, photography, and speech recognition, as well as user-centric customization, all of which might be driven by the Tensor chip. We'll be curious to see how the Tensor system-on-chip compares to the Snapdragon 888, which drives the majority of Android flagships. The numbers claimed to a Tensor-powered device did not approach the highest Snapdragon scores, according to League Geekbench findings. However, that may be a pre-production model that hasn't been adjusted for performance, assuming it really matches the Tensor experience at all. Google Pixel 6 cameras. The Google Pixel 6 will have a main sensor as well as an ultra-wide camera, according to reports. A 4x optical zoom telephoto lens is included with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Google also claims that the main wide-angle sensor now lets in 150% more light, but no other specifics are provided. Based on finds within the code of the current version of the Android camera app, one probable leak spec reveals that the main camera on both phones could contain the 50MP Samsung GN1 sensor. A second Pixel 6 Pro report confirms this, adding that the telephoto lens will be a 12MP sensor, while the ultra-wide-angle camera would be a 48MP sensor. Nonetheless, it appears that the main news is all about Tensor and how Google's better computational photography would boost both still photographs and films. Google has announced that it will make modifications to the computational engine that powers the phone's cameras, with the new capabilities appearing on the Pixel phones that will be released this fall. Google claims to be working with image experts to improve the accuracy of its cameras when photographing individuals of color. That includes modifying the auto-white balance to minimize over-brightening of darker skin tones and providing more accurate detection for different types of hair, so that hair stands out more from a photo's background. Furthermore, the Android 12 beta code specifies that the Pixel 6 Pro will include a specific P21 phone setup function that the normal phone will not have. According to 9to5 Google, this might be a reference to the Pixel 6 Pro's ability to record 4K selfie films. In terms of photography features, a recent breakdown of the Google Camera app reportedly exposed some of the Pixel 6's capabilities. The breakdown suggests 4K video recording at 60 frames per second, the reintroduction of features such as the magic eraser and a face doubler option, as well as manual white balance adjustment. Google Pixel 6 display. The Google Pixel 6 will have a 6.4-inch Full HD display with a refresh rate of 90 Hz. Google's bigger Pixel 6 Pro has a 6.7-inch display with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. We would have rather to see a 120 Hz panel on the smaller Pixel 6, but it's understandable that Google would want to distinguish. According to an XDA developer's report, the Pixel 6 Pro will be able to operate at 120 Hz while at full QHD resolution, and the refresh rate may be reduced to 10 Hz to preserve battery life. This points to an adaptable display, similar to the one shown on Apple's iPhone 13 Pro models. Google Pixel 6 Android 12. The Google Pixel 6 will almost probably ship with Android 12, as all prior Pixel phones debuted with a new version of the operating system. As previously said, to anticipate AI to play an important role in the Pixel 6's integration of Android 12, with the Pixel Launcher overlay on top providing a suite of smart capabilities. However, according to a recent Pixel 6 advertisement from Japan, widgets will play a significant role. The widgets seen in this advertisement, such as the clock and weather, have a more rounded appearance with an almost artistic feel. And it looks like the widgets will adjust their appearance depending on the theme the user has, taking on colors and hues to suit the wallpaper on the home screen and so on. Google Pixel 6 battery. Google only promises all-day endurance with the Pixel 6, which is unclear. Google may opt for a larger battery with the Pixel 6. According to recent speculations, the Pixel 6 Pro would include a 5,000 mAh battery to power its huge display. According to John Prosser, the Pixel 6 will have a 4,614 mAh battery, which is a significant boost over the Pixel 5. Another theory is that the Google Pixel 6 will have quicker wireless charging owing to the development of a new Pixel stand. Because fans in the stand keep the pad and phone cool, the new Pixel stand may provide quicker charging. Google Pixel 6 design. The design of the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro is the most noticeable feature. Both Pixel phones have a huge black rectangular camera bar across the top of their rears, as well as a two-tone design. The Pixel 6 is available in a variety of colors, including pink, bluish-gray with a soft yellow accent, and black with a light gray top accent color. The Pixel 6 Pro is available in black on gray, white with a cream or soft slate accent bar, and pale orange with a stronger orange accent. The bulk of the glass back looks to be matte, but the area above the camera bar appears to be brighter and glossier. The Pixel 6's front is nearly all screen, with a centered hole punch cut out for the selfie camera. It's also nice to see the tiny bezel surrounding the display. In another encouraging development, Google has ditched the Pixel 5's under-display earpiece in favor of a more conventional earpiece speaker in the Pixel 6. Some users have claimed that the speaker is overly loud and leaks sound. Google has shown us what the Pixel 6 Pro looks like in the hand with a video, and an Instagram post also offers us a clearer look at the Material U design improvements introduced by Android 12. We also received a less official look at the Pixel 6 Pro in a hands-on video. The logo is incorrect because it is a pre-production disguise model, but everything else appears to be in line with what has been reported and publicly showed off. We also received a less official look at the Pixel 6 Pro in a hands-on video. The logo is incorrect because it is a pre-production disguise model, but everything else appears to be in line with what has been reported and publicly showed off. So far, it appears to be a pretty appealing phone, straddling the line between a basic utilitarian style and an intriguing camera strip and color accents. The Pixel 6 Pro is presently on display at Google's New York shop, and the images corroborate what we already know. Google Pixel 6 price. The Pixel 6 will be priced at $749, according leak. That is not a small sum, but it is still less than the $799 iPhone 13. Meanwhile, the Pixel 6 Pro may be more expensive, with a price tag of $1,049 or $1,099 USD. According to another report, the Pixel 6 will cost $649 in Europe, while the bigger Pixel 6 Pro would cost $899. That would put the smaller Pixel 6 at only $20 more costly than the Pixel 5, which is surprising given how many premium features it is expected to include. Google claims the Pixel 6 will be a premium-priced device, so we should anticipate it to be significantly more expensive than the Pixel 5, which launched at $699/£599. The Pixel 6 might start at $999, similar to the iPhone 12 Pro, but we'll have to wait and see what happens this autumn.